Hey, good evening. Hope you are all doing well. Hope your week is going good. If you haven't already, take a minute and hit that like and subscribe button for me. I would very, very much appreciate it. My little channel would very much appreciate it. And thank you in advance. Uh, this guy couldn't trade his way out of a wet paper bag today. It's actually not true. I actually had a great pre-market, and then when the market opened, I couldn't I couldn't get out of my own way for anything this morning, and the Nasdaq was a steamroller, and it just rolled right on over me. Um, anyway, so here are some of the trades. I know in yesterday's video I talked about not moving your stop loss, right? As long as I don't move my stop, I can get myself out of pretty much any jam that I get in. Uh, I moved my stop on, I think it's the second or third trade uh, after the open this morning, and that was a regrettable decision. uh, you'll notice I immediately move it because I know I just messed up. I know I just messed up, and I was trying to save it. I knew it was fixing to get popped, so I moved it. Um, but what I didn't do was accept the loss, right? And it's frustrating sitting here looking at it because it gave me plenty of opportunity to get out of it. Even after it ran up, it comes back down, which I was hoping it was going to come back down and then take me out, right? Because it'll do that a lot of times. A lot of times it'll retrace right back to where it started at, but it never fully came down to take me out, which is my fault because I should have accepted. Okay, we're not eating $1,000 loss, but we'll eat a $400 loss, or we'll eat a $300 loss. Well, it gave me an opportunity to do that 3 different occasions through this, and I said, no, I'm not doing that until you give me all of it back. That was a bad way to go. So the other thing here is, if I would have accepted the loss in the beginning and not moved the stop, if you watch this, there's like 6 or 8 different trades that you could have taken in the time period that I was holding this, that I was stuck in it. There were other trades to take, but I couldn't do that because I chose to hang on to this, right? Uh, this has bigger implications though, because this set me on tilt for the rest of the day. I was within 1,200 or $800 of having all 5 of these 150K accounts done and finished. And that didn't happen. That didn't happen. I got so mad that I was so close, and then I chose to hang on to it, and it was like the closer I got to that $150,000 mark, or $59,000 mark, the further away it went. I came unhinged. Not a better way for me to put that. I unraveled at the seams. Um, it's frustrating. I did manage to get one of them across, right? So it's not a total washout for the day, but there should have been 5 of them across, not just the one. Uh, I was hoping and waiting for it to come back down and retest this right here, and it just never would break below this. Finally, it takes off running to the heavens. It breaks contain up here at the top, and I'm like, okay, mercy, mercy, I give. You win. You win. Um, but that's, again, that set me on fire for the rest of the day. I was so mad, so upset at myself that it transcended into the rest of my trades throughout the day. And yeah, so long story short, I will have to start over with those remaining 4. Um, this is a very bad example of how to use the SPY, because it doesn't matter how many tools are on your chart, how many lines you draw on your chart, how many indicators you put on your chart. If you have a plan and you don't stick to it, everything else is going to make you unsuccessful in that, right? I have a very set, specific plan. I know it looks probably like chaos, but in number one is if you don't honor the stop, it all falls apart after that. Because all it takes is one trade. All it takes is one bad entry, one bad judgment of where you get in that will wreck your trading day with the style that I trade now. That's all it takes is one. One time of not honoring the stop, and it ruins or can ruin your day. And I totally did that to myself today. Uh, yeah, it is what it is. I will dust myself off. I will try this over again tomorrow. There is something to be said of the psychological nature of being within. I've been within $10 before and implode, literally $10, and implode and wipe it out in a day. So today I was within, like I said, 8 to 1,200, and just the it's sad to say, but I guess the pressure of that, or the actually, it's the anticipation of getting there got to me, because that's why I hung on to that trade, is I did not want to give it back. And I knew if I gave back that 200, well, that was the extra 200 I was going to have to make, or that's an extra three trades that I was going to make that up. And all of that goes through all of that goes through my mind as I'm getting closer and closer to a goal. Because I didn't feel this way yesterday. It was today because I was actually at the doorstep. you know? Um, yeah. Anyway, I want you to notice something on the SPY though, even though I totally disregarded what's going on here. Look how much slower this thing moves in comparison to the Nasdaq. Uh, that's not slow. That's a full breakout and everybody's covering, right? But oh, do I not have it on? Let's go back. Look how much the Nasdaq has moved in comparison to what the SPY is over here doing. Right? This is a 1 minute chart on the SPY, and this is a 150 tick chart on the Nasdaq. But just in sheer dollars and cents, the SPY is just sitting here chugging along, barely moving, and the Nasdaq has already, that's like 15, 20 points range in that same time period, back and forth and back and forth. Which again, if I would have let go of it, I would have been able to trade that. Oh, goodness. All right, so I didn't bother putting all this in a spreadsheet like I normally do, because I reset those. There's like $100 in each one of those accounts now. Um, the one is done, so there's really no need to recap the trades like that. Hopefully, I will have a more in-depth review of those tomorrow, go over those numbers tomorrow, but I didn't feel the need to do that today. And that is really all I got. I really appreciate you all tuning in, and I will catch up with you next time. Take care.